Have you ever met someone in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s who just sparkles with an energy and quick wit that makes you forget all about their birth certificate? They seem to move through life with a natural curiosity, a twinkle in their eye, and a sharp mind that belies their years. It's almost as if they have some secret formula for perpetual youth. Isn't it, for too long? Society has fed us a narrative that getting older automatically means slowing down, losing our sharpness, and gradually shrinking our world. It's a painful reality for many to feel like their best years are behind them, that their mind is inevitably destined to dim. But what if I told you that this widely accepted belief is missing a crucial piece of the puzzle? What if the secret to a mind that stays younger than you think, even at 75 and beyond, isn't some complex medical breakthrough or an expensive hidden cure, but something far more accessible, something you might even be doing already, perhaps without even realizing its profound impact? In this video, we're going to uncover 5 simple, yet powerful habits that are true indicators of a mind that's defying the calendar, helping you stay sharp, engaged, and full of life for years to come. These aren't just theoretical ideas. They're practical, joy-filled ways to nurture your brain and spirit. And trust me, you'll want to watch all the way to the end, because there's something waiting for you that will genuinely surprise you and might just change the way you look at aging forever. Let's dive right in with the first incredible sign that your mind is truly younger than your years. And it's all about embracing lifelong learning and curiosity. Boy, don't. Think about it. When we're young, every single day is a colossal learning experience. We are constantly absorbing new information, developing skills, and asking endless questions. But somewhere along the way, many of us start to believe that formal learning ends, and with it, perhaps, our need for constant intellectual engagement. Yet, one of the most vibrant indicators of a youthful mind, regardless of age, is a persistent, unwavering curiosity and a genuine desire to keep learning. Our brains are truly remarkable organs. They thrive on novelty and challenge. When you actively seek out new knowledge or try to master a new skill, you're not just passing the time. You're literally building new neural pathways. It's like giving your brain a fantastic workout, keeping it flexible, agile, and robust. This isn't about going back to school for a degree, unless you want to. Of course, it's about cultivating an open, inquisitive spirit in your everyday life. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn to play a musical instrument, even just a simple ukulele or the harmonica. The process of learning notes, rhythms, and coordinating your hands is a profound exercise for your cognitive functions. Or maybe you've been fascinated by a foreign language. Even just a few phrases to get by on a dream vacation. Just imagine the joy of being able to order a coffee or ask for directions in another tongue. What about the digital world? If you're still actively trying to understand new technologies, like how to use that smartphone to video call your grandchildren, or exploring a new app for tracking your daily walks, you are unequivocally demonstrating a youthful mind. It takes effort, patience, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. But the rewards are immense. Consider Mrs. Henderson, a lovely lady I know who, at 78, decided she wanted to understand how to edit family videos. She started with a basic online tutorial, felt frustrated at times, but persevered. Now, she's not only creating beautiful compilations for her family, but she's also connected with an online community of fellow amateur video editors. This isn't just a hobby for her. It's a constant source of mental stimulation, problem solving, and a powerful sense of accomplishment. Or take John, who's nearing 80. He joined a local history club and now spends hours researching fascinating facts about his hometown. He's not just passively listening, he's actively digging, connecting historical dots, and even presenting his findings to the group. His mind is constantly engaged, questioning and synthesizing information, keeping it incredibly sharp. So, if you're still picking up new hobbies, exploring different subjects, or even just diving deep into a fascinating documentary series that challenges your thinking, you're already demonstrating a remarkably youthful mind. It's about maintaining that spark of wonder you had as a child, that natural urge to explore and understand the world around you. Now that we've talked about the incredible power of lifelong learning, Let's transition to another pillar of a youthful mind, and that's maintaining vibrant social connections. In our increasingly fast-paced world, it can be easy to retreat into our own little bubbles, especially as we get older and perhaps our social circles naturally shift. But the truth is, humans are inherently social creatures, and robust social interaction is absolutely vital for cognitive health when you're regularly engaging with others. Whether it's through lively conversation, sharing laughs, or even engaging in lighthearted debate, you're exercising a multitude of brain functions. You're processing language, understanding subtle social cues, empathizing with others' perspectives, recalling shared memories, and constantly adapting to the flow of conversation. All of this keeps your neural networks firing on all cylinders. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a serious threat to cognitive health, sometimes even more so than certain physical ailments. It can lead to increased stress, depression, and a decline in mental sharpness. So, if you're still actively nurturing your friendships, reaching out to family, or seeking out new social opportunities, your mind is displaying a remarkable resilience and youthfulness. Think about activities that naturally foster connection. Joining a book club, for instance, isn't just about reading. It's about discussing ideas, hearing different viewpoints, and articulating your own thoughts. A regular coffee meetup with friends, or a weekly card game, provides a consistent source of stimulating banter and companionship. Volunteering is another fantastic way to stay connected while also contributing to something meaningful. When you're helping others, you're not only expanding your social network, but you're also fostering a sense of purpose and belonging, which are deeply nourishing for the mind and spirit. Consider Mary, who at 82 still hosts a weekly bridge game at her home. Her friends have been playing together for decades, and the laughter and friendly competition keep her mind sharp and her spirits high. She says it's the highlight of her week, and you can see the mental agility as she calculates probabilities and strategizes her next move. Or there's Robert, who, after retirement, started volunteering at a local animal shelter. He spends a few mornings a week caring for the animals and chatting with visitors and other volunteers. He often tells stories about the quirky personalities of the cats and dogs, and you can see how his conversations keep his mind engaged and full of life. It's not just about grand social events. It's about consistent, meaningful interactions that keep your brain active and your heart warm. So, if you're still making an effort to connect, to share, to laugh with others, you are profoundly investing in the youthfulness of your mind. It's a clear sign that you understand the powerful, intertwining link between social well-being and cognitive vitality. Now that we've talked about keeping your mind active with learning and your heart full with connections, let's move on to something just as vital for a youthful mind: engaging in purposeful physical activity. When we talk about staying young, many people immediately think of mental exercises or brain games. And while those are certainly beneficial, we often overlook the profound connection between our physical well-being and our cognitive health. If you're still actively moving your body, not just for the sake of exercise, but with a sense of purpose or enjoyment, then your mind is truly thriving. This isn't about becoming an Olympic athlete or hitting the gym for grueling workouts, unless that's genuinely your passion. This is about incorporating movement into your daily life in a way that feels natural, joyful, and beneficial. When you engage in physical activity, you're doing so much more than just working your muscles. You're improving blood flow to your brain, delivering essential oxygen and nutrients that keep your brain cells healthy and functioning optimally. Regular movement also stimulates the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which is often called brain fertilizer because it supports the growth of new brain cells and strengthens connections between existing ones. So, what does purposeful physical activity look like? It could be something as simple and profound as tending to your garden, nurturing plants and coaxing flowers into bloom, the bending, stretching, digging, and lifting involved in gardening provides a full-body workout, while the planning and problem-solving involved in cultivating a successful garden keeps your mind deeply engaged. Or perhaps you enjoy long, brisk walks, exploring your neighborhood or a local park. These walks not only get your heart rate up, but the changing scenery and sensory input keep your mind alert and observant. Many people find immense joy and cognitive benefits in dancing. Whether it's ballroom, line dancing, or simply moving to your favorite tunes at home. Dancing combines physical movement with mental coordination, memory for steps, and a powerful emotional release. Even gentle practices like Tai Chi or yoga offer incredible benefits, improving balance, flexibility, and focus, all of which contribute to a sharper, more resilient mind. Consider my friend Susan, who at 76 finds immense joy and mental clarity in her daily walks around her local lake. She says the rhythm of her steps, combined with observing the ducks and the changing light, helps her organize her thoughts and often sparks new ideas. It's not just exercise, it's a moving meditation that keeps her mind clear and vibrant. Or there's George, who has been an avid gardener for over 60 years, even in his late 80s. He spends hours tending to his vegetable patch. He talks about the meticulous planning, the patience required, and the sheer satisfaction of bringing something to life from the soil. His physical activity is deeply intertwined with his mental engagement, demonstrating a mind that continues to learn, adapt, and grow with the seasons. If you're still embracing movement as a natural part of your life, not just as a chore, you're actively cultivating a younger, more vibrant mind. Next up, let's talk about cultivating a growth mindset and adaptability. This is a truly profound indicator of a youthful mind, even at 75 and beyond. It's about believing that your abilities, your intelligence, and your potential are not fixed. It's about being open to change, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, and embracing new ways of doing things, even when they feel a little uncomfortable at first. The alternative, a fixed mindset, often leads to a sense of resignation, a belief that this is just how I am now. Or, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But if you still approach life with a spirit of flexibility and a willingness to learn and adapt, then your mind is demonstrating an extraordinary youthfulness. Think about how quickly the world around us changes. New technologies, new social norms, even new health recommendations seem to emerge constantly. Someone with a truly youthful mind doesn't just resist these changes or lament the good old days. Instead, they show a willingness to engage with the new, to try to understand it, and to integrate what makes sense into their lives. This could be something as practical as learning to use online banking, or figuring out how to navigate a new streaming service to watch your favorite shows. It could also be adapting to changes in your personal circumstances, like managing a new health routine, adjusting to living alone, or finding new ways to connect with family who live far away. Each time you face a new situation and choose to adapt rather than retreat, you're strengthening your brain's problem-solving capabilities and its ability to form new neural pathways. It's about seeing setbacks not as brick walls, but as puzzles to solve, or detours that might lead you to an even more interesting path. Consider Eleanor, who at 85 embraced video calls during the pandemic not just to see her family, but to stay connected with her lifelong friends, even organizing virtual book club meetings. She openly admits it was a struggle at first, but her determination to stay connected fueled her adaptability. Now, she's comfortable with multiple platforms and even helps her less tech-savvy friends. This isn't just about technical skill. It's about a resilient, forward-looking mindset. Or take David, who recently had to change his diet significantly due to a new health diagnosis. Instead of viewing it as a deprivation, he started exploring new recipes, trying different cuisines, and discovered a newfound love for plant-based cooking. He saw it as an adventure, an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than a limitation. That kind of flexible thinking, that willingness to pivot and find joy in the new, is the hallmark of a truly youthful mind. If you're still able to let go of old habits that no longer serve you, if you're open to different perspectives, and if you approach life's inevitable twists and turns with a sense of, how can I make this work, rather than, why is this happening to me? Then you possess an incredibly resilient and young mindset. Finally, let's talk about a habit that's perhaps the most subtle, yet profoundly powerful, for maintaining a youthful mind. practicing mindful living and self-compassion. Not to. In our busy lives, it's all too easy to rush from one moment to the next, constantly planning, worrying, or replaying past events. But a mind that stays young is one that can truly be present in the moment, appreciating the small joys and handling challenges with kindness towards oneself. Mindful living isn't about clearing your mind entirely. It's about paying attention, on purpose, to the present moment, without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you're training your brain to focus, to observe, and to regulate emotions more effectively. This can reduce stress, improve sleep, and enhance your overall sense of well-being, all of which have direct positive impacts on cognitive function and memory. A youthful mind isn't just sharp, it's also calm, clear, and resilient. Self-compassion goes hand in hand with mindfulness. As we age, we inevitably face physical changes, perhaps some health challenges, or even the loss of loved ones. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, to dwell on perceived limitations or past mistakes. But if you're still treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend, acknowledging your humanity and allowing for imperfections, then your mind is truly exhibiting a beautiful, gentle strength that defies age. This means taking time for yourself, truly listening to what your body and mind need, and giving yourself permission to rest, to play, and to simply be. It could be as simple as savoring your morning cup of tea, really tasting it, feeling the warmth of the mug in your hands, and enjoying those quiet moments. It might be taking a slow, appreciative walk in nature, noticing the rustle of the leaves, the chirping of birds, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. It's about pausing throughout your day to take a few deep breaths, anchoring yourself in the present. If you're still able to forgive yourself for minor slip-ups, to laugh at your own mistakes, or to offer yourself encouragement during tough times, then you are practicing self-compassion, which is vital for mental resilience. Consider Clara, who, despite managing a chronic condition in her late 70s, makes sure to spend 15 minutes each morning in quiet reflection, simply observing her breath and setting a gentle intention for her day. She says it helps her maintain a sense of peace and clarity, no matter what challenges come her way. Or there's Thomas, who recently learned to appreciate the simple act of preparing a meal, focusing on the textures, colors, and aromas of the ingredients. He's found that this mindful approach transforms a mundane chore into a joyful, sensory experience that brings him a sense of calm and contentment. If you are still cultivating this inner calm, if you are kind to yourself, and if you are truly present in your own life, you are nurturing a mind that is not only young, but also wise and deeply contented. So, we've explored how keeping your mind young isn't about wishing for yesteryear or searching for some mythical fountain of youth. It's about continuing to do the very things that make life rich and meaningful at any age. We talked about how actively embracing lifelong learning and curiosity keeps your brain building new pathways, always growing and adapting. We saw how maintaining vibrant social connections feeds your mind with vital interaction and keeps loneliness at bay, nourishing your spirit as well as your intellect. We discovered the profound link between purposeful physical activity and cognitive health, showing how movement, in all its joyful forms, fuels your brain. We discussed the power of cultivating a growth mindset and adaptability, demonstrating that a youthful mind is one that embraces change and sees challenges as opportunities. And finally, we uncovered the gentle strength of practicing mindful living and self-compassion, allowing you to navigate life with calm, clarity, and kindness. Remember, the beauty of these habits is that they aren't about achieving perfection or chasing some unreachable ideal. They are about embracing the journey, about finding joy and purpose in the everyday, and about making small, consistent choices that add up to a vibrant, engaged life. It's never too late to start cultivating any of these habits. Even one small step can make a profound difference to your health, your happiness, and the undeniable youthfulness of your mind. Perhaps you'll pick up that book you've been meaning to read, or call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or simply take a mindful walk around your block. These aren't just activities. They are acts of profound self-care for your brain and your spirit. And here's the surprise I promised you. Something that might truly change your perspective on aging: the biggest secret. The most profound indicator that your mind is younger than you think isn't some groundbreaking new discovery. It's the simple, beautiful truth that if you still possess a deep, abiding love for life itself, a genuine desire to experience, to learn, to connect, and to grow, then your mind is already younger than any number on a calendar could ever suggest. The surprise is that the secret isn't external or complex. It's an internal spark, an ongoing engagement with the world, a willingness to be present and participate fully in your own story. It's the quiet understanding that the zest for living, the curiosity, the connection, the movement, the adaptability, and the self-kindness we talked about are not just habits to adopt, but reflections of an intrinsically youthful spirit that already resides within you, waiting to be expressed. It's not about doing something extraordinary to stay young. It's about continuing to live extraordinarily by embracing the simple, yet profound wonders of existence. So, I truly hope this video has inspired you to see your own mind and in your journey in a new light. What are your favorite ways to keep your mind sharp and engaged? Have any of these habits resonated with you? Or perhaps you have others that you swear by? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be a wonderful source of inspiration for others in our community. If you found this video helpful or uplifting, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this message. And if you're looking for more content that empowers you to live your best life at every age, consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Remember, age is truly just a number, but your attitude, your engagement, and your love for life are what truly define the youthfulness of your mind. Live your best life at every age. Your journey is just getting more interesting.